Hey, how you doing again, gang? So I want to jump on here and do a quick video, and in this video I want to talk about vetting, right? The importance of vetting, right? When you get into business, you have to vet people who you're willing to do business with, people you're willing to have around you, people you want to hire to do certain jobs. You have to go through a vetting process, because by just taking people on without even knowing a background history of who they are, or even watching them in action to say, is this a person I want to do business with? And this is why it's very important to vet people, because if you take it on a truck driver, you're going to hire somebody to drive a truck. They have multiple trucks and you want to hire a truck driver. Either you or yourself or somebody you trust, you have to, bring this person a road test to see how this person conduct themselves on the road, right? You have to go through even their driving abstract, to go through the driving history to see how many, tickets this person have, how many traffic infractions, how many accidents this person have, and you have to go through that process to say, okay, do I want to hire this driver to drive my truck, right? And this is where the vetting comes into play. When you're doing business, you have to know that you have to vet who you're doing business with, right? And that's having a conversation, being around them, and just really having a feel for them and see what kind of person they are, to see, is this a person I want to do business with? And the same thing with working with a company. You have to go through that vetting process, and sometimes you have to do what I call on the job training, meaning that sometimes you won't know something until you get into business with someone, or get into a relationship with someone, to know if this person is somebody you want to continue doing business with. Because with a company, right, you have to know, is this company pays on time? How long does this company take to pay? Do they take months before they get paid, right? And by taking that time to really understand who you're dealing with, right, it really gives you an idea of, is this an individual I want to do business with? Is this a driver I want to hire, right? Is this a person I want to go into business with? Is this a company I want to work for, right? And this is where vetting is very important, because at least it makes you see what's up ahead, and then you can make a decision at that point to say, you know what, I want to cut it off here. I don't want to go any further because there's too many red flags that's showing up. This driver has too much speeding tickets, too much traffic infractions, too much accidents. So therefore, you're not going to go any further. I'm going to cut it off with you. This person seems very disingenuous. The things that you're saying to me doesn't align with what I want to do. So therefore, I'm not going to do business with you. I'm going to cut it off. This company is taking months and months to pay, and every time there's a pay period when I'm supposed to get paid, there's a lot of running around, and they're imminent and giving a lot of excuses of why they can't pay me on time. And by taking the time to really vet people, then you can know, okay, where do I go from here? Do we want to go further into this, and do we want to cut it off? And sometimes by doing the on the job training, as I would say, is this is why when the drivers are going to get hired, the company put them to what they call a probational period, right? 3 months. In 3 months, I will see how well you stack up and see how well you do. Because sometimes people can show good on paper that they're really good on paper, but in the everyday movement, the everyday doing of things, then you can see, okay, this person is not exactly what it says on paper, right? So sometimes it's in the doing of things that you can make a decision, but it's very important that you pick up on things that you need to know right off the tip, because at least by seeing these things and seeing these issues, now what you can do is now know that, I don't want to spend another 5-10 years and then have to really come to the realization after that long that this person was never a good fit from the jump, right? So taking the time necessary to vet people is very important for the longevity of your business and how successful you're going to be, because you take the time to really get to know everyone that's around you, get to know your team, get to know who your employees are, get to know your business partner and who you're doing business with, because that way your business can thrive, and you can build a healthy relationship with those around you, because the people that you're keeping around, you're planning to do business with or hiring, are people that are very reliable, that you can trust, that whatever task that's at hand, you can call them in and they can get the job done. Okay, so that's what I want to say on this video. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on email, and I'll happy to answer some of the questions you might have. Until next time, folks, take care, be safe, and I'll see you on the next video. See you then.